In this video, we bring you 5 things you can do to get better at West Coast Swing all by
yourself.
What's up, gang? Brian B.
And Miss Megan.
From West Coast Swing Online, the largest West Coast Swing website. We also run country dance online too, so you can go visit that site as well. Anyways, in this video, we are covering 5 things you can do to get better at West Coast Swing all by yourself. So we are gonna cover some things you can do with your basic footwork and patterns. That's gonna be super vital to me. What can you do to improve your anchor step? We're gonna practice your footwork and rolling through your feet. We have a really cool connection drill for you and a way to practice your spin. So these are 5 things you can do all by yourself. So let's get started. And let me say this is one of the things that I do with my students. We'll be dancing along and then I'll let go of them and I'll go sugar push, side pass, and whip. So if we just did that, and it would shock you how few social dancers can do something as simple as a sugar push, a side pass, and a whip. So if you look at West Coast Swing, all of our patterns are based off of some sort of a push. So mastering this footwork, right? Because that's a push footwork. This is a kind of a push footwork. Then we have side passes, right side passes or left side passes, right? And then we have whip footwork. Even though it gets complicated, it's still whip footwork. So I find that your ability to dance sugar pushes, passes, and whips all by yourself is vital. Do not skip that step. It improves all of us. So if you can put on a song right now at the highest speed that you can dance and dance those patterns on command, sugar push, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and a right side pass, 3 and 4. Whip is next, and a whip, 2, 3 and 4, a 5, 6, styling right there. So that's numero uno. Number 2, what can we do to practice our anchor step? And Megan and I have a drill that we love. We need a wall, but right now I am going to serve as the wall, and Megan's going to talk about the anchor step. You can do followers or leaders footwork.
I thought I was the wall. All right, so you're going to start.
I'm a wall, by the way. I'm a wall.
Brian's the wall. I'm going to start just a tiny bit away from the wall. I think our mics are going to hit, but that's okay. And I'm going to do a sugar push. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and. On count 6, I want to release all the way to the wall so I can connect back. Do you have anything to add?
Go. Do it again, please. I like that.
All right,
feels
so we have
good.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and count 6, you're going to release all the way back into the wall.
So can you do that again, Miss Megan? Freeze on count 4 for me.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Freeze. So now if we put a partner in there, which you don't have, but just so you understand, right? She, or he on the other side, is going to fill out the connection into the wall where she's going to stretch away from her hand. But if you can see, she's now connecting into me, the wall on that side. So the ability to roll through your feet to connect back. So it's the same thing from the leader's perspective. If we go, so for leaders, because of the nature of we're moving back and forward, what I like to do is start on count 4, which is my right foot, with maybe a foot or so to that wall, and roll through this foot 5 and 6. If I land here, I'm not connected away. Oh, that's the follower's footwork. Hello. Man, I teach girls all day long. So if I dance and land on count 4 as the leader on my left foot, don't do drugs, kids, even that one time in your 20s. So as I anchor back on my right foot, 5 and 6. If I land flat on that foot, I'm not connected. I've not filled out this space. So I want to roll through that foot and carefully manage the space back. Now for the leaders, what's nice about that, I'm going to take myself away from the wall, is as I'm rolling back through that foot, it's going to segue into my 1. So it's a little bit more natural for the leaders, I think, and a little trickier for the followers. So grab a wall, stand about a foot away from it, and practice that drill. That is what you can do for your anchor step. Number 3, and actually this probably ought to have come before number 2, is the ability to roll through our feet. So if we danced a right side pass dead flat footed, this is what it would look like. It would look like every beginner class in the world. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And even if I move my body, it kind of looks very disconnected, and Emily behind the camera is laughing. And all of us dance teachers and all of us who've been through West Coast swing classes know that that's what it looks like in the beginning. So we need to cultivate an ability to roll through our feet, which will improve our connection and improve our styling. So very simple drill. If we're walking forward, we want to practice moving our foot out in front of us and roll heel to toe and manage the weight through our feet. So I'm not stepping flat-footed, but I'm going to roll through my foot going forward. Now if I take the right foot, both of us, and we place that foot and roll through, instead of dropping all the way back on it, we're going to place that foot and take the weight incrementally through the foot and roll through the foot. Track my left foot and roll through the foot. So now, as simple as that is, it allows me to incrementally transfer my weight. How would that be important? From a leader's perspective, I'm actually going to go to this side so you can see Miss Megan's footwork. If we dance flat-footed, 1, 2, it becomes much harder for this connection. Why? Because now we have to use purely our arm. And then you get into the push-pull of the connection. But if we have a good connection here, and we dance incrementally through our foot, 1, as we strike that for 2, you can see there's an amount of time that we're moving through our feet that we're allowed to build into that connection, and off we go. Cool beans? So moving forward and back, rolling through, we'll do 4 steps forward. We roll through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now back with the right foot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Second thing we can do is just a simple roll through the foot triple step. So triple to the side, right foot's free. We're going to roll, roll, and roll into the foot. Roll, roll, and roll into the foot. So Megan's going to keep rolling, and I'm going to dance flat-footed, and you can see what the look is in our bodies. There's nothing going on for me. So by rolling through my feet, I can develop some styling for sure, and it will also improve your connection. So speaking about connection, in 3, 2, 1, look at that. Megan likes this drill. So you can grab one of these Thera-bands, anything stretchy.
I think you can get them at Target.
Target. So, you're on, Miss Megan. Talk away.
You're the wall.
I'm the wall.
Or the doorknob, or whatever you attach this to. You can probably put it in a door jamb. All right, so this is going to be your connection. So in a regular, I'm going to release that for a second. In a normal pattern for sugar push, 1, 2, 3, and 4, there should be somewhat of an elastic look, okay? So we're going to use this as our elastic feel. So you're going to go into your sugar push. So you have 1, 2, this might be the door, who knows, 3, and 4. There should be a tiny bit of tension away on this band. And then as you do your anchor, 5 and 6, that should grow a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Cool. So, and this is a little bit off script, but one of the other things we can do with that is, there you go, feed that through, is you can actually leave that there and practice different anchor step styling and all that stuff a little bit beyond the scope of this video. But if you want to go ahead and Google anchor step, 5 ways to style your anchor step, we've got a really cool article and a really cool video on that. But that is another thing you can do. You do not need a partner. Tie this to an inanimate object like a doorknob, and that will work. The final thing we can talk about, hey, she caught it. That's pretty good. The final thing we can talk about is spins. So how can we increase the ability to spin? So we're going to step forward on the left foot. This is my favorite drill. It's boring, but dear goodness, it's important. So if I step forward on my left foot, I want to rock myself to the ball of that foot and hold my balance. And I want to do that with my left side forward, right? Second iteration. Now, when you rock this, I don't want you to just get stuck rocking back and forth. I want you to rock onto the ball of that foot, whoop, and hold and look pretty. And you can see my muscles are freaking out. So what I'm doing is I'm training the muscles in the ball of my feet and through my core to hold my balance, which is what's going to happen when we spin. So if Miss Megan does it, she's a better spinner. She rocks forward and she's going to hold that position. Look at that, beautiful. Cool. Now from here, you can practice a half turn pivot. We're going to jump right to the half turn. Go ahead. Bingo. And then she's going to rock back and do it again forward. Boom. Now, the key to this is, let's go this side so we can kind of look at the camera. We'll go this way. The key to this is if I'm stepping forward on the left foot, I want to leave my left side positive. So as I rotate around, I want to leave the left side forward. Why? Because in spins, and there's a bunch of different things we can talk about in spins, and we'll do that in a different video, but if I start to take this side and overtake the other side, I end up twisted. So practically speaking, if Megan can do an inside turn and land correctly for me, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, she's back with that left side. So when she picks this foot up, it's a choice, looks a little bit better stylistically, right? If she twists herself, so go ahead and 1, 2, and really twist yourself and show it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. She lands twisted. This happens all the time. So at this point, she's connected to me, and she's already falling into her anchor step, and you get a pull, right? So you want to practice. You don't need a partner, so you don't need me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, stop on 2, so you maintain that position. Do your 3 and, same position. Pivot 1/2 turn, there's the drill, and you land back on 4. So you can practice your pivot turns. This will increase your balance over that foot, the muscles through your legs. Miss Megan, do you have anything to add on the spin aspect?
1, 2, as I'm spinning through this, I'm making sure that, like he said, keeping my side forward, but I'm also just trying to stay a little bit tighter. The bigger you spin, the harder it is to stay balanced and to keep from being dizzy as well. So 1, 2, keep your feet nice and tight until this pivot, and then we anchor step.
Small steps for sure, and I think that half turn pivot drill, if I can get to this foot and pivot here, those of you guys who want to learn one-footed spins, that is vital, 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 vital. So a lot of times we get students that come in and say, I want to learn one-footed spins, and I say, well, how many turns can you do on 1 foot? And they say none. Well, then doing it with a partner is very difficult, right? So your ability to master that turn and stay balanced over that is going to be key. So your 5 things you can practice, your basic patterns, your pushes, passes, and whips. Number 2 is anchor steps. I can see my list off camera. Anchor steps. Number 3 is
footwork, rolling through your feet.
Rolling through your feet. Number 4, the Thera-band.
Connection.
Bingo. And number 5, your spins and turns. No partner required, but we do have some great resources over on our site, westcoastswingonline.com. Enter your email address. You'll get 30-odd free videos with a free membership. If you are a full access member, you will have access to 500 videos. You can go in there and sort the videos and get dozens and dozens of videos on spins and connections and all of these subjects that'll be super helpful for your progression in West Coast Swing. Thanks, gang, and we will see you on a dance floor
soon.